Welcome back to Army Flex Showcase. My name is Northern Knights Justin. With me today is my buddy Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Nice to see you, Justin. How are you?
Doing great.
As you can see, we have a 20,000 point army of Salamanders. Lots of big vehicles, lots of infantry. It's going to be great to watch. Stay tuned and check it out. So this is 20,000 points of Salamanders, very big. How long did it take you to paint this?
This has been building up since 2015.
7 years.
Yeah.
Did you paint all this yourself?
Yes, parts of it have been painted, and you could see a lot of it has been bought as well.
A lot of the bigger models I can see, it's really well done. Lots of airbrushing.
Yes.
Was a lot of conversion work you did? Because I see like even these Centurions here, they got really cool looking, I think, last cannons on them with boot shields.
Yes, those Centurions there, I was following a guide, cutting plastic card and molding them in order to make the shins. That's just one example of the sort of conversions I love doing.
I play Raven Guard, and these are much taller than regular Centurions, I'll tell you that. So the Centurions are really nice models, but as you can see, it's a whole table of just lots of conversions. What else are you proud of here?
Where do I even begin? The scouts with the ghillie suits, along with their brothers, the Eliminators, the scout bikers on the Raptors, the chariot, Adrax Agatone riding a Dracoline, and how can we forget Primarch Vulcan on a Magma Drop?
Vulcan returns in 40k with a dinosaur even. Yeah, this is Jurassic Park basically.
Well, what's better than a Space Marine? A Space Marine riding a dinosaur?
Hey, that's good logic. I can't say no to that. And the scouts with ghillie suits, I'm surprised they still have ghillie suits in Nocturne with all the fire and promethium there.
Oh, are you kidding? These guys would like that.
How long have you been in the hobby for?
Since grade school, in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s. So you've been collecting Salamanders since then?
No, back then when it was Ultramarines fighting Dark Eldar, when they were still called Dark Eldar.
What made you change from going from Ultramarines to the Salamanders we have today?
The lore, for a start. I was shocked the first time when I learned about them that there are actually good guys in 40k.
Good guys in 40k. Wouldn't that be the Tau?
Get out of here.
I'm sorry, but I know that the Salamanders are the ones that really try to protect the people.
Hey, but I like them. They're heroic, and they like fire, and they like setting people on fire. All things I like. Can we cut that part out?
No, I think that's fine. I, for one, appreciate having promethium and promethium accessories sold to the Salamanders exclusively.
I agree. I don't know, promethium, it's a great substance, it's versatile, and it solves all your problems.
And in case you're out in the wilderness, it cooks food for you too. We like to compare people's first model painted to the most recent one they painted. Which one's the first model that you painted in this army here?
The oldest model on this army would probably be the Jump Pack Captain with the lightning claws. And the most recent addition to this army would be Adrax Agatone riding a dragon.
The Dracoline. It's a really fantastic model. It's a really nice looking conversion as well.
Thank you.
A lot of your characters in your army do have a lot of customization. What characters do you feel like you have attachment to?
I would be attached to Vulcan and Vulcan.
Double Vulcan.
Yes, Vulcan Heston and Vulcan the Primarch.
What makes them stand out to you?
Well, Vulcan Heston, I've been improving his model in iterations, bit by bit, giving him a new spear, a new base, and lengthening his weapon as just something worthy of a Primarch. But the real star here is Primarch Vulcan riding a magma drop.
Yeah, he's very big and intimidating.
Yes, and how he got on the magma drop is a funny story. I dropped him like an idiot. He broke off his base, and in my desperation, I noticed maybe they could fit together.
It was a match made in heaven. It looks like that right now.
Hey, it's what inspired the rest of the changes. Now we have an entire army of mounted salamanders on dinosaurs and dragons.
So Vulcan is the one who started the trend of dinosaurs everywhere.
Yes, through this act of idiocy, it led to this wonderful inspiration.
I think it was a happy mistake. It worked really well.
Yes, there are no mistakes, only happy little accidents.
Thank you. Thank you. What's that painter's name?
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. So one thing that caught my eye right now is this Imperial Knight with the hammer. Where'd you get the hammer from?
I do that for a lot of my models. I look for unique weapons for them. This one, it took me some time to search for a hammer that could be wielded by Imperial Knights. I shop for models quite often too.
But a lot of these shop models, you do your own little touch to, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm guessing this hammer was something you added yourself? Oh, very cool. Let's talk about the large Forge World vehicles. Let's start with the Astraeus over here.
Yes, well, for me, I've always loved the spectacle of the battles in 40K, and I always love fielding the big vehicles. So the big flyers, the giant tanks, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you've got, I can't even count how many Forge World vehicles on one hand.
Out of all of them, the Astraeus would have been the first.
Oh, so this is the one that started this whole Forge World takeover. It's like a lot of vehicles in your Forge World army do fly, especially this one here.
Yes, they do.
So what is this specifically?
This would be the Sokar pattern Stormbird, a relic from the Legion era.
What is it, like what guns does it have? I see so many guns. I see, the only thing I can really recognize is the Stormbolters in the back. What else do you have on there?
Let's see, 4 pairs of twin-linked las cannons, 3 sets of Stormbolters, and slots for 50 Marines.
50 Marines?
Or 5 Dreadnoughts.
5 Dreadnoughts. So basically, 5 of these companies can fit into this.
Yes.
We got lots of other stuff here too. We got a Sicarian Punisher. What else do we have over there that you might be able to show off?
The Sicarian Punisher and its brother, the Venator. We have, let's see, Crusade era Falchion, Crusade-era Typhon, some sets of several Land Raiders. There's the Land Raider Prometheus and the Land Raider Excelsior, along with the Rhino Primaris.
I can see a lot of flame decals over there. It really stands out as salamanders.
It works.
Next thing that I want to bring up is that big thing there in front of the Stormbird. What is that? Looks like it's gonna just claw me into me.
That is a Crusade-era Legion Assault Claw.
That is a long name.
It could fit a lot of Marines.
Like, do you know what it does?
Ordinarily, it's a drop pod, but it can clasp onto enemy ships and bore a hole right inside.
Wow. And then just unload its Marine content right in there. Just kill everything. I see that something doesn't fit in with the Salamanders here. I noticed that there's 2 Corvus Black Stars. What are they exactly for your army?
I'm a big proponent of the rule of counts as, and those 2 Corvus Black Stars are stand-ins for the Stormraven gunships.
Wow.
I admit that I've never been a fan of the original Stormraven, the flying iron. So, and I figure that if the Salamanders, as resourceful as they are, they can get their hands on a Black Star.
That's a very big difference. It's going from big and bulky to thin and lean. I do like it.
All the same guns are there.
Yeah, and with all the flame decals and salamander iconography, it fits in right well. So just to circle back to all the Forge World tanks. I like especially that big one there and the one that looks like a Land Raider with a big gun. What exactly are those?
Okay. Up front, that is a Forge World Glaive, and followed by a Legion-era Typhon.
Yeah, they really stand out. Do you happen to know what they're equipped with?
Yes, the Glaive here, it's got a massive Volkite cannon, and it's a beautiful weapon, almost as beautiful as my personal favorite, the Typhon. It just blasts holes right through the enemies.
I've seen what a Leman Russ Demolisher can do with something that big.
It's an upscaled Vindicator.
Oh, that thing is just amazing. It'll just blow through everything. And I've seen what Volkite's can do on a Dreadnought. I can't imagine a large Volkite cannon like that.
Just scale it up. This is even larger than the Volkite used by Knights.
Oh man. And with the new Chaos Codex, we're gonna see what a Knight-mounted Volkite can do, right? What really attracted you to the lore of the Salamanders? What really got you hooked into it?
Well, besides being especially heroic, these guys are master craftsmen.
So they're really good at the forge. I can really tell with all the hammers that they have.
Yeah, and they there's a no end to the amount of master-crafted gear and heroic weapons.
I'm guessing that's what allows for you to have such beautiful-looking marks of armor?
Yes. The Salamander is the first founding chapter, so that means they go right back to the beginning of the Crusade. They were the 18th Legion, led by Vulcan.
And Vulcan is right now returned on a dinosaur.
Yeah, you'll find he's supposed to be dead, but as we all know, that doesn't last long with him.
Yeah, he keeps coming back. Every single time they think they killed him, he's right back there. He usually brings something new, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that got me into the Salamanders, along with them being generally more heroic among the Marines, is all the master-crafted gear and specialized equipment.
Why does Vulcan keep coming back alive? I'm not talking about Vulcan Histon, but Vulcan the Primarch. What keeps him coming back to life?
Yes, he is what we call in 40k a perpetual, which is basically an immortal plus. No matter how many times he dies or how many times or what kills him, he will come back. You can atomize him, and those atoms will come together and form him sometime later.
So when he comes back, will he still don all his armor, or is he going to be like in those movies where he's just like, naked?
Even if he didn't come back with his armor, this is Vulcan. He can just hammer a new set together on the spot.
You have 20,000 points of Salamanders right here. What are your future goals for this army?
I had a really cool idea. So right now I'm in the middle of gathering the parts for these aggressors. Gonna give them special helmets. Gonna give them special extra oversized flamers on the right hands. Gonna give them power claws because those are different and those are cool.
That's really Raven Guardy. I don't like where this is going, but I can tell you it's gonna look cool, right?
Dragons have claws too.
You know what also has claws? Ravens. And this is entering my territory.
Yeah, and we all know who's going to win in the fight between a dinosaur and a raven.
But I'm telling you, those power claws are mine. Give me them.
Those would be scimitar jet bikes, a relic from a more civilized age.
They look like some sort of phallic symbol. They shoot hot plasma too, right?
Yeah. Yes, they do. No, they shoot Melta.
Oh, Melta.
Even hotter.
So fits into your theme of Salamanders, just melting everything.
Those units date back to when the Imperium was actually capable of building jet bikes in bulk.
What else do you have in the pipeline for the future?
Oh, I've got something big planned. It's going to be heavily converted and somewhat more titanic than these other models. That'll save it for a future episode.
No, I need to know. Let me know. Give me some more things. Come on, you tease it now, but we need to know.
Okay, it's going to be giant and horrific.
Giant and horrific.
The two best things.
So what, a knight? A titan?
Yes.
You can keep me guessing, but I expect you to come back and to show this gigantic monstrosity to us. All right? I can get you that promise from you?
Yes, I have is guaranteed.
Thank you very much for joining us on Army Flex Showcase. It has been a treat to look at this 20,000 points of Salamanders. I'd like to thank Justin here for coming on the show and bringing his army here.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Please let us know in the comments below what models you really liked, what you'd like to really see next time in Army Flex Showcase. This is Justin from Northern Knights Gaming. See you next time. paint green.
Okay. Ready, set.
How much more do you want to add to this army? Do you want to bring it to 30,000, 40,000, or dare I say 50,000 points?
No.
So, you have Salamander theory.
How'd you turn into f***ing Mike Tyson?
Dude, stay away from this guy. He's gonna bite my ear off.